Of announcements, and I think we have first in the queue is Council Lady Moore.
Thank you, Chair. I appreciate it. I just want to follow up. We have Dr. Mouton. I think he's still in the, what is it, the veranda? The foyer, and just want to, the mezzanine, now it's the mezzanine.
Second floor.
I just want to say to Dr. Mouton, welcome to Nashville, Tennessee. I know that he is the Dean at Meharry, and to just say thank him for coming this evening for the meet and greet of council members here. My second announcement is that on Saturday, March the 12th, Fort Negley Visitor Center is holding a School of Instruction with the 9th U.S. Kentucky Volunteer Infantry Company B, and they're having a demonstration. Again, Fort Negley Visitor Center is hosting a School of Instruction with the 9th U.S. Kentucky Volunteer Infantry, and that's Company B, and the address is 1100 Fort Negley Boulevard. And if you need more information, just contact Krista Costilla. She's the director. My third announcement is that also on that day, hosting the district community meeting at the same site. Our annual monthly meeting will be held from 8 to 9:30 a.m. Again, the district community meeting will be held at Fort Negley Visitor Center from 8 to 9:30 a.m. Thank you, Chair.
And thank you, Council Lady Moore. Councilman, State Representative Gatto. Got it out.
Thank you, Mr. President Pro Tem. I rise tonight to make an announcement for Councilman Carl Birch, who's unable to be here. Councilman Birch wanted me to let everybody know in his district that there is a community meeting scheduled for tomorrow evening, March the 3rd, 6:30 to 8 o'clock at the Hermitage Police Precinct, and this will be to discuss the proposed Carilion development, planned unit development that's located on Bell Road. And if you have any questions, you can give Carl a call. His number is 883-3695. Thank you.
And thank you. Council Lady Will Hort.
Thank you, Speaker Pro Tem, and I appreciate you acknowledging me. I just have one, well, actually two, but one of the very most important announcement that I can make. As you know, this past weekend, beginning on Thursday, we had a very devastating tornado to come through Nashville. And I just cannot say enough how much we appreciate the work of Metro government and, of course, the neighbors and volunteers that came out to help us. Metro Public Works did an outstanding job. Their beautification commission as well of Metro Public Works, the police department of Southeast of the Hermitage Precinct, under the leadership of Commander Michelle Donegan. They just all did an outstanding job. Mr. and Mrs. Terry, they came out and donated sandwiches on Saturday. It was just, I could not even just say, I just get overwhelmed when I think about the way that the community came together after such a devastating storm. I saw that during the May floods, and I saw it again during this tornado, and it's just amazing, and it's very refreshing to know that we are truly the volunteer state, and we are truly the volunteer county. Davidson County is truly the volunteer county, and I just want to express my sincere congratulations and tremendous thank you for helping the folks in my district, because they said it over and over again. They was not impacted tremendously during the flood, but as a result of this tornado, they had a chance to see firsthand what Nashville was doing all over in May, all over the county in May, and doing it there in our district. It was just phenomenal. And I can go on and on and on. I'm going to continue to thank all of the folks of Metro government government. Continue to thank the volunteers, Homestyle Bakery, Mr. and Mrs. Edwards, to let us know about certain areas that maybe we weren't aware of. I can just go on, and I'm going to continue to try to name those folks because they do need those recognition. That's one of the reasons why here at the Metro Council, when we do these resolutions to bring our constituents before the council, before the public of Davidson County, we want to let them know that we truly appreciate them because they don't have to go out and vote for us. They do not have to be there for us and support us as we are trying to be their community leader. So I think I've said enough for now. I'm sure everybody's got some announcements they want to make, but I just want to say once again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Mike Hassel. Just thank you, and I'm going to, if I miss someone or miss any organization, yes, the Sheriff Department, who did an outstanding job at the Smith Springs Church of Christ and the Presbyterian Church. They did an outstanding job there. And we just thank you for keeping us in your prayers. My second announcement I would like to make is that as a result of the flood, I could not have my community hour meetings at the First Tennessee Bank on Saturday. So with that being said, I'm going to meet twice in the month of March. And I want folks to come out to talk with me about concerns that are in the district. We're going to do March the 12th. Right now, what is tentative is March the 12th from 9 to 10. And then also on March the 19th from 9 to 10, we'll be meeting at the First Tennessee Bank. And come on out and talk to me about your concerns. But if in the meantime, if you can't wait to those dates, please give me a call at 589-2003. Or you can email me at vivianwilhoit@comcast.net and visit often my blog of www.vivian-29.blogspot.com. Thank you for indulging me.
Thank you, Council Lady Wilhoit. Council Lady Lalonde, you have a green message for me? Hold on.
Am I on? Okay. Hi, I'm Christine Lalonde, and I represent District 18. And for the last several months, we have been having an initiative that I have talked about before in announcements called Grow Green District 18. More than 300 homes in my district have participated in this program to do energy efficient retrofitting to really reduce our carbon footprint. It's all part of our kind of joint effort to reduce energy usage in Nashville. And so I issued a challenge a while back to some of my colleagues, including Sean McGuire, my neighborhood district of Green Hills. And I think we have some more challenges tonight because District 18 leads the way and all the other districts get so jealous that they're not as cool as we are, and so they have to join in. And so I have these signs in my yards all over my district, but you're about to see signs in districts all over the city that are really going to pop up everywhere telling people that one of the best ways that we can reduce our energy consumption is not just by driving a more efficient car. And I have to say, Council Member Jameson, I've now one-upped you. I have a Prius now as well. Not driving the minivan anymore. So you don't have that claim on me. You still driving the Jeep Cherokee?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sean's still driving the gas guzzler. Okay. So I'm up there. Councilman Cole has hybrid as well. But in all honesty, with all joking aside, 40% of our energy consumption, 40% of our carbon footprint in this nation is from the heating, cooling, and maintenance of our buildings. And in a neighborhood like mine that has lots of older homes, many of which do not have any insulation at all, it is a crucial way that we can reduce our energy consumption. As we all know, energy costs are going up because of some of the unrest happening in the Middle East and North Africa that is likely to continue. And most importantly, it's the best thing to do for our planet and for future generations. But I understand there's some more challenges to come, and I'm going to start with mine. I have a neighbor to my left here, a lovely neighborhood, District 17, represented by Councilwoman Sandra Moore. And she's going to, are you up for the challenge?
Up for the challenge.
You're going to have some people in your neighborhood, because you have old houses in your neighborhood too.
Yes, sure do.
So you're up for the challenge?
Up for the challenge.
So Councilwoman Moore just stepping up, taking on the challenge. Councilman Cole, you've got a Prius.
It's a Honda.
A Honda. A Civic hybrid. Good gas mileage. You got a lot of old houses in your neighborhood too. You up for the challenge? Do you have a logo for your neighborhood already?
Apparently, yes.
Yeah, could you put on his microphone? I think he has a good one.
Okay.
Thank you, Chairman Hunt. Yes, Council Lady Lalonde, my District 7 is stepping up. We are going to have Energy Heaven in District 7 as I accept the challenge and enjoy the rhyming. We're the little more laid-back part of East Nashville. We're a little more common sense end of the eastern side of the river, and we're glad to be the second East Nashville neighborhood to be challenged and to step up in this way. We will respond as the Fighting Seventh always does. So again, Energy Heaven in District 7, and I think I actually have the honor of not only accepting the challenge, but bouncing a challenge to another one of my colleagues, and that would be to the 1st District and Councilman Lonell Matthews and his large district. We're going to get some energy conservation in, I think, the largest geographic district in the county. So with that, Councilman Matthews, are you up to be challenged? Sorry.
No, it's no problem. Councilman, Chairman Hunt, thank you. And Councilman Coleman, I'm definitely up to the challenge. We've already been speaking about this in my district with several neighborhood associations. And yes, I do have the largest district in landmass. And we're going to go for a pitch called Green Pastures, Green Living in District 1. Ooh. And we're going to step the challenge up. We're working with the weatherization program through MDHA right now in several of my neighborhoods to make our homes more energy efficient. We're going to look at more ways to do that and more collaborations to do, but we're also going to look at land conservation as well in District 1 and look at building green pastures as well. So and I also want
out to pasture in District 1. No,
out to pasture. I do want to mention that it is March 1st, and this does begin the Great America Cleanup across the nation, and to work with our Public Works Department. They're leading the effort in our neighborhoods, and Chief Turner, who actually just went over to Public Works recently, is going around to different neighborhood groups and encouraging them to participate in the Great America Cleanup and keep Nashville beautiful. So if you want more information on that, you could contact Veronica Frazier or Chief Turner at Public Works. They'll provide trash bags, gloves, anything that you need for your neighborhood group or volunteer organizations to get out and clean up.
Okay, I'm going to get back to this green group in a minute, but I got to get back on schedule.
What? Wait, let's just finish and be done.
We're running a little behind. Councilman Foster.
Thank you, Mr. President. This Saturday is my usual date to have my office hours, and unfortunately I've got a morning conflict that I wasn't aware of, so I had announced my normal 10 to 11 o'clock office hours at the Evanston Pike Branch Library. It's my intention to get to the library as quickly as I can after 10 o'clock, but the event I go to is at 9. So my commitment is I will show up at the library. I will spend at least an hour there, hopefully by 10:30 or 11. In any case, anyone who's planning to come see me, if they happen to see this on television, feel free to send me an email at randy.foster@nashville.gov, and we can coordinate our times, and if needs be, I can meet with you specially, and I apologize for any inconvenience. Thank you.
And thank you, Councilman Foster. Councilman McGuire.
Thank you, Mr. President. I think the reason that we're running behind schedule is because Council Lady Lalonde was running her mouth. I kind of tuned her out, so I'm not exactly positive if she was, but I believe she was. And I wanted to kindly remind the Council Lady from District 18 that my movement, my Go Green movement, hasn't actually officially kicked off yet, but it will be kicking off on March 7th at 5 p.m. at Whole Foods in Green Hills. Would encourage not only Green Hills residents, but any resident in District 18 or District 6 or any other district across the city that would like to join us. We would love to have you. Again, that's March 7th at Whole Foods, starting at 5 p.m. It is 5 p.m., correct? 5:30, excuse me, 5:30. And lastly, Mr. President, my challenge is going to extend to the lesser half of Green Hills, to Councilman Todd's district, but would love to have him as part of this challenge in the Greener Hills movement. So, Councilman Todd, you have officially been challenged.
Oh, okay. Let me get Councilman Dominic.
Oh.
I'm coming back to you.
Thank you, Councilman Hunt. I have 3 meetings to announce for residents in Southeast Davis County, in particular District 28. The first one is coming up this coming Thursday, March 3rd, and it regards residents and in and around Apollo Drive. We're presenting a traffic calming plan for Apollo Drive to include possible stop signs on Apollo, and we'll also discuss other community needs at that meeting. The meeting will take place from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. It'll be at Fantasy Hall on Antioch Pike. It's 2332 Antioch Pike. It's right down from the old ball fields. But again, that will be March 3rd, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Fantasy Hall. We're going to discuss traffic calming on Apollo Drive and addressing the community concerns for safety on that street. Also, mark your calendars. We're going to have district-wide town hall meetings on Saturday, the 19th. That will be held at Antioch Church of Christ, which is 2142 Antioch Pike. And it'll be held from 10 a.m. until noon. Then we'll have another one scheduled in June on the 18th for district-wide town hall meeting, but just want to mark your calendars for those. But look forward to seeing you Thursday night if you're in the area, and we're going to discuss the traffic calming and try to address the concerns for making Apollo Drive safer for the community residents as well as the children that walk that street going to school each day. Look forward to seeing you Thursday. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Councilman Dominic. Council Lady Langster.
The most ungreen sport on the
Thank you, Mr. President. I have several announcements, but Carter Todd looks like he's chewing at the bit to go ahead, and I will relinquish my time if he wants to go ahead, and you take me next.
Okay, you're on, Councilman Todd.
Thank you, Council Lady. President Pro Tem, I want Councilman McGuire to know that the greener half of Green Hills accepts his challenge, and I encourage all my constituents in District 34 to come out on Monday night, March the 7th, to Whole Foods at the Hill Center from 5:30 to 7 to kick off the Greener Hills campaign. This is important, like Council Lady Lalone said. We're going to work on weatherproofing homes. We're going to work on keeping educating people about the thermostats, and so I really do think we can make some major improvements in Green Hills. I also wanted to announce one other neighborhood meeting on March the 8th. That's a Tuesday night at 6 p.m. at the Green Hills Library. Councilman McGuire and I are going to have a meeting on stormwater issues on Abbott Martin for those folks that live on Abbott Martin, kind of next to the Abbotsford development. We had a neighborhood meeting last night on sidewalks on Abbott Martin, and this meeting kind of fits in with that meeting. So I want people to try to come out to both of those meetings. And Councilman McGuire, we're going to see who has the better half of Green Hills here in the next couple months.
Thank you. Councilman Stanley?
I thought I would go next.
You next.
I thought I could go.
You next.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to announce to the constituents of District 21 the house at 2400 Buchanan Street. It is coming down. It is coming down. Finally, we approved it at the last council meeting, the emergency funds for codes. Mr. Rich Reveland says the bids are out. Mr. Terry Cobbs told me as soon as the bids come back in, the house will be demolished. Hooray. We have waited many, many months for this house to be demolished. It's an eyesore in the middle of the 21st District. Then on a much happier note, I'd like to, everybody knows I'm a basketball fan. The OVC tournament starts. Tennessee State University, my alma mater, is in it. It's going to be at the auditorium on James Robinson Parkway. We wish Coach Cooper the best. We really do. We know he's going to come out ahead, and he's going to be in the NCAA, and we're really very proud of the team that he has put together, the coaching staff, the players, the fans, the alumni, and friends. Also, tonight at 8 o'clock, everybody knows where they should be, in front of their TV, Rump Arena, Vanderbilt. is playing Kentucky, and we know the outcome is just going to be wonderful. Festus Ezell and John Jenkins, the Magical 3 player, they will all be on board and ready to shoot. And so we wish both teams in the SEC and in the OVC much luck and prayers, and you've earned your trip. One last announcement. It's a little early, but on March 25th, you're cordially invited to the unveiling of a plaque in honor of someone we all know, former Councilman Ludi N. Wallace, for his tireless efforts in promoting municipal golf and the construction and enhancement of the Ted Rose Golf Course on Friday, March 25th, 2011 at 1:30 p.m. Ted Rose Golf Course. Be there or be square. Congratulations, Councilman Ludi N. Wallace. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Council Lady Langster. Councilman Stanley.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd just like to let everyone know that the storms that hit this past Thursday night on February 24th, and I was going to let everyone know that approximately 300 homes on the north side of Lebanon Pike in District 14 were without power. The electricity was knocked out for 33 hours. A lot of those homes are owned by older people, and those individuals, they contacted me, and I was able to contact the mayor's administration, the dean administration, and also NES officials, and I was very thankful for them being as open to my communications as possible and getting that power back to these resident citizens as quick as possible. I'm also very appreciative of the citizens for contacting me and raising any concerns to me regarding the lack of electricity that their homes had, because a number of those people said that they had heard rumors that they were going to be without power for over 6 days. And but when I was able to speak with the representative from the Dean administration and also NES officials, they got out there and they cleaned it up. And I was going to let everyone know that NES officials, when I spoke to them initially, they informed me that there were about 2,500 homes that were without power. I told them, well, it's over 10% of those homes are located in District 14 on the north side of Lebanon Pike in that 29 to 3,200 block of Lebanon Pike. And I said it's important for NES to get out there and provide electricity back to those people as soon as possible. And they did that. I was very appreciative of the NES officials, and I was very appreciative of Carl Dean and his administration for being as open to communications that I gave them. I want to thank also the resident citizens that informed me of the situation, because if I'm unaware of the situation, my power was out for over 33 hours. And I did realize the situation, but I did, when these individuals got in touch with me, they informed me that they had some older people, some people in their 80s and even 90s that were going to be without power for over 33 hours, and what's more, their inside of their homes got down to about 55 degrees. So with that, I just would like to say thank you to the resident citizens and to the Dean administration and to NES. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Stanley. Council Lady Lalonde, you have another green message? You got a rebuttal, Councilman James?
I don't know that I need to rebut yet, unless there's an allegation against me, but we had intended to issue a challenge in District 6 where you can get your energy fix in District 6. But apparently, all it took was the mere whiff of a potential challenge to send my challengee scurrying. So in all seriousness, Councilman Holloman is contacting me moments ago. He's still stuck in traffic at the interstate split. So I am in absentia declaring District 6 challenge to District 24, where I believe their motto will be green to the core in District 24, and look forward to his announcement on that as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Jameson.
Thank you. This is obviously all in good fun, and we really do have some rivalry among district council people, but the most important thing is to encourage everyone in Nashville to participate in this initiative. And you can find out lots more information by going to the website gogreen-nashville.com. That's gogreen-nashville.com. And one of the things to know is that as part of this process, the TVA has specially certified home inspectors who come in who really look at what can be done in your home, from something simple like changing the caulking or the insulation around your ductwork to more major work. We also have a city program now that's being run out of the mayor's office that actually waives a $150 fee for that inspection. Typically there's a $150 fee. And once that inspection is done, as long as you work with a qualified vendor, and there's scores of those vendors, they're local people who just go through a process basically of making sure that they're legitimate vendors, legitimate contractors, and once your work is done, the TVA inspector comes back into your home to make sure that the things that you wanted done got done correctly, and those contractors have to make good on their contracts and do come back in and do that work for free. It's such a great deal. There's lots of incentives involved from TVA and from tax rebates, etc. So we really just encourage people, if you have some work to do in your house that you've been thinking about doing for a long time, now is a great time to act. And so it also is a great way to make sure that people in the construction business, which has experienced such a downturn, to increase their jobs. So please come out, everybody. It's gogreen-nashville.com, and anyone in the whole county can participate. So thanks for putting up with our antics tonight.
And thank you, Council Lady. Are there any other announcements? You got one? Okay. Council Lady Gilmore.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to say it's been a pleasure to participate in Read Me Week with Bookham, and I've just enjoyed going to all the schools this week. And in addition to that, there's a community meeting that I'm holding this Thursday at 6 p.m. at Kane Avenue Baptist Church on Edge Hill. So I want to invite all the constituents in that area to come out. We'll be discussing a new precinct. That's very exciting. So I hope to see them at 6 p.m. this Thursday at Kane, 6:30 p.m. at Kane Avenue Baptist Church. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Gilmore. Councilman Holloman, you got a message?
I just wanted to accept my challenge from Councilman Jameson, and it was not that I was running scared, but that since we need to go greener and get a mass transit system, there was too much traffic on the road tonight. But I do accept the challenge. I look forward to working against the people of Mike's district and with the people of my district to prove that we are green to the core in District 24, and that we will find a way to save energy and make our piece of this city a little bit greener. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other announcements? Seeing none, the announcement period is now closed.
.com.